Welcome to Lauren Squared.
Welcome back, you lovely listeners.
Welcome.
No, let me do that again. Sorry.
Oh.
Welcome back, guys.
And your lottery numbers are... Oh.
Fuck me if I knew the lottery numbers. Jesus. Right, come on, let's say that again.
Right, go on.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Smashed it.
Smash that one.
Smashed it. We're not going to ramble too much into this introduction, are we?
Wow, I thought it's probably took us about 84 years already.
No, we just want to say thank you so much for the positive reactions to episode 5, part 1.
Yeah.
It's just been received so well, and we got some really nice comments and stories, and I know it can be nerve-wracking, but thank you for trusting us.
Like Lauren's just said, we've had so many messages and stories to us about their struggles from pregnancy and how people are navigating that to mental health problems, grievances, injury. Yeah, it's been a wide span of feedbacks, and we really, really do appreciate your stories, guys, and your experiences. So thank you for tuning in to part 1.
Part 1 done.
Dun.
Part 2 in progress for the 84th time. So, relationships, friendships, anything with a ship on the end, right? Because I don't know if there's any more.
There's undocking out from...
Oh, fuck off. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet, because otherwise we can run, and I think we get really passionate, don't we? Get a little bit heated.
It's the Sagittarius.
We don't, but when we relay it,
I think it's just the saggy trait that we have.
And we don't care who we hurt. But we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good, and let me crack on. So I play darts. We haven't already guessed, not very well at the moment, but we're getting there. However, Bloomy plays really good darts, and her recognition is going through the roof, which she absolutely deserves.
Thank you.
But no, you've got recognition that you deserve, and your journey is I think it's just the beginning, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's been a long time coming from kind of the youth that we spoke about, and then I had the time out, and when I've come back, and progressively it's nice. It's a massive confidence booster that I'm back to my old self and what I believe in and doing what I'm doing. So yeah.
As you should. But this topic just relates on anybody that's in a position where, whether it be a sibling, a friend, a partner, whoever, if they are more superior than you in a present moment, if you find yourself in that predicament where you are close to somebody and they're in the limelight or spotlight, whatever you want to call it, a little bit more than yourself, and maybe like us, we share the same hobby, just understand that there is struggles with it. And I think communication is key, because some people don't get it. And some people have, not maliciously, they just haven't really helped the situation when they, for example, they talk to me about Bloomy and actually disregard what is happening with my dart situation. Again, I'm not asking for the violins. Just understand what impact that does have on somebody. And there's been times where I would be talking about my own darts, or sometimes it's not even darts, is it? We just find ourselves in a conversation, and Bloomy has been spoke about more, and sometimes directly in my face. So I've personally found it a struggle to put myself where I look interested, because I tell you what, it's got to the point where sadly I'm not, right? It sounds really horrible, but I think anybody in my position, what do you do? If you just hear the same thing over and over again, or, yeah, I'm good, but, let's just talk about Bloomy for the next half an hour. It's hard. And this is what I'm trying to get at. I took a little bit of a dip because of it. It was a contributing factor to, I think, why my dart season wasn't as great as it could be, whilst navigating all my other problems, can I say. But yeah, it just didn't help, because I felt like I didn't have my voice, and I made it into London County Darts and London Super League off my own merit.
Yes, you did.
Right? So please remember that. So when you are going to talk to me about how shit I played, because I know that is regularly, right? I get it. But then do not change the subject to then speak about Bloomy, because it's actually probably not the right timing. So if you are listening, you probably might be aware that you've done it a few times. Just please keep it relevant. And if you actually don't want to talk to me and you find me boring and you just want to say a few words, that's absolutely fine.
Come and talk to me.
Come and talk to Lauren. Or if you want to actually ask Lauren about what Lauren is doing, oh God, I said Lauren. Bloomy, sorry, go and ask her, because she's actually really approachable. You know, whoever's going through this, I'm sure that they do not want to hear it 5,000 times a day. And that does happen. So be kind, be nice, please.
Yeah, I think...
Sorry, I felt like I rambled so much.
No, I was just listening because it's a topic that really annoys me. And I really struggle with it at times, because people can relate to this. And this is why you probably, in a sense of relationship-wise, you don't see many people's other halves.
Yeah,
so,
good point.
For example, there's a lot of men that play that I know of, and I think I've met their wives or partners probably once or twice in probably about 10 years.
Wow.
I get that aspect of, you know, you do your thing and they have nothing to do with darts. But when you have two people, when there is a lot of people out there that are very close with people that both play darts, like you touched on, siblings, or if they're in a relationship, or they're just really close friendship. Yes, you want your person to strive and be successful in all their might, and you're right behind them, like you are with me. But there's got to be a point where just stop.
Just stop disregarding them.
And especially when, I think you've had some conversations, haven't you, with people that are in that position or have been in your position. And it has resulted in some people quitting the sport. But then I feel you have to realise that you can play darts. Yes, you're going through a rough patch at the moment, and, you know, there's factors that have contributed to that. But honestly, please come and chat to me.
Sometimes they're just general conversations that people want to have about you. Actually, just talk to her.
Yeah, and there's events that we go to together, and some people won't actually realise that you've played, because they look at me and go, "Have you played?" And then I'm the one that always goes, "Yeah, Lauren's played as well today." I will always make the thing to throw Dory into the conversation, because, again, like we said, you got into London Super League and London County off your own merit. People forget that you still go and get your point, especially at county.
I do try my best.
I do try my best. And there's been games that we all have that have been great. Some have been absolute shite. And it starts. You have good days, you have bad days. Some days you'll check the bottom of your shoe to see what you've trod in. But you roll with it.
And that's it. Just probably don't add any more unnecessary pressure.
There doesn't need to be that. And I think when you see it a lot, this is where it comes into how we do it. You're creating a space where you are automatically put under pressure. So it becomes almost competitive if you want it to be.
And do you know what the dangerous thing is I think, leading off from that, I think I was about 98% sure I was actually going to quit.
But I told you so many times, don't do it.
No, and yes, you were telling me that, but you get in competition with yourself.
Yeah, of course, because you know that you can play better, and you know that there is a point that you played like this, and, you know, you was doing a bow grease, for example, or a loop litter, you was wiping the floor with everyone. But it creates more problems than what you realise. And again, Lauren said, I know people are not being malicious with it, and they generally just care, or they, you know, love the pair of us. Just be a bit more understanding. Yeah. How it could come across and how people can feel. So just be kind, guys, and just be, I think, almost considerate to people that are around you, and if they are generally, like, even if it's their mum or dad, or what we've touched on in before podcasts now, just have a bit more consideration for the person that's throwing. And I think that's brings me into this part, whereas...
Hold on, can I just say before you move on?
Go on.
I know everyone loves you, but I am technically the OG Lauren. I really wanted to say
you just wanted to get that in there. She's the OG.
I am the OG.
You will remind me for the rest of my days.
I will. Thank you. Sorry, carry on.
Anyways, you know, because the OG has spoken, just surround yourself with good people. We've said this before, haven't we? Like, if you've got people there that are your ride and dies and are going to be with you through the good, bad and the ugly, keep them, wrap them up in cotton wool.
Yeah, and shout out to my mother, if you're listening. Probably not. My mum gave me some really good advice, and she just reminded me growing up, you can count your closest friends on one hand.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we were actually having this conversation yesterday, wasn't we?
Mm.
It's very, very true. Those people will know what your favourite food is, your favourite colour, your biggest hype man, your biggest cheerleader. And then you'll meet loads of people along the way that want to just join in your success because you're flavour of the month or whichever.
You're doing well. And I think I found that, like, when we go to competition and I get messages back, I'll get a message from the same people saying before, good luck.
Yeah.
Because they know about what's happening. And then they will message after, or, you know what, you played really well, but on to the next one. You know who you are. And it does prove a lot. And like you've just said, you can count the amount of people that you can even trust or you can rely on in situations.
Or even like lean on.
Yeah, just
you
to
would
make
lean
you
on those
feel
people,
100%.
and those people will probably be on, you could count on one hand.
Just to make you feel good.
Yeah. If you are struggling with any of the topics that we mentioned in part 1 and literally about a couple of minutes ago, lean on those people, find your people, and just remember that people have got your back.
It might take you a while if you're a youthie because, people...
Oh, you've got to still navigate, haven't you?
You got to navigate through life, and people learn all the time. And, every day is a school day, as they say.
Mm.
And some people will show their true colours and whatnot, but just stay true to you and what you're trying to do and what your movements are. And the people that want to stay and will ride it with you will ride it.
Oh, they'll be there to the end, don't you worry.
100%.
I think we need to touch upon, financial aspect.
Yeah.
Any sport, to be fair, but we're a darts-related podcast, so let's keep it to darts. That I think it's not spoke about a lot. It really does need to be, because I think there's the Luke Littler effect.
Oh, that hit everyone by storm. Right. I think his darts, I'm sorry, are ridiculous. I know there is different types that you can buy, but I've known of people that have bought a set for 150 quid. Like,
no,
it ain't happening. No. You don't get the arm with it. The arm doesn't come with the dart. So when we say about darts before, you need to find something that's suited to you. And there is a lot of different financial burdens within sports in general, like when you're first starting up.
And this is what I wanted to touch upon. I don't think you actually need a lot of money in the piggy bank to be able to begin darts. I understand if you really want Luke's darts, but there is other darts out there, right?
Let's get some Adrian Lewis's. I think they're based off of Adrian Lewis's anyway.
Right. So there you go. I think all you need is a set of darts. Possibly a place to put a dartboard, let's be honest.
Mm.
Do you need a dartboard? You can get any. The lovely new ones are great. Don't get me wrong.
They're so nice. You almost don't want to throw them. Don't want to throw them.
Get yourself a ring light, a rollout hockey.
Yeah.
Some darts. The best tip I would say is, okay, it's great that you want to go to a dart shop and try all these darts and I want this dart, and then 2 weeks later you want another dart. The best thing I would say is go to the pubs and throw your friends' darts, because everyone has different setups, and that's where it keeps the financial element down.
I think as well, everything's very on brand.
It's like Apple and Samsung, isn't it?
Yeah, and people will naturally gravitate towards that, but get yourself a Huawei. Go on, be that person that doesn't go with the generic thing of what everyone is raving about at the moment. I always say, if you feel a certain way, do not add the scores up.
No, we've seen that happen.
Do not add the scores up of what you're throwing with. If you're throwing a set of Chris Dobies and you've hit a 60 and you've thrown a set of Damon Hetters and you've then hit 61, do not go with the Damons.
Go with what's comfortable. And I think
what's comfortable.
People should not count their darts when they're throwing. And I don't know if you've ever heard or been in this situation. You go to a dart shop, you throw these darts, right? And you're throwing, let's say, 180s. You come out of the dart shop, you go into a different environment, and it's 26 and 11 galore, right?
Yeah.
You just need to pick up the darts that you feel comfortable with.
And they won't go straight instantly. Like, they won't go where you want to go, because you've got to get used to it. Your mind's got to get used to it. So, and then sometimes creates an unprecedented financial struggle.
So if you get lost in that type of stigma that you need a new set of darts every 2 weeks, month, that's where the costs start adding up.
Yeah.
And like I said, I truly believe that a darts setup to actually begin the sport does not need to be breaking the bank balance.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be like that.
The financial elements can start with that. So if you're probably buying more equipment than what you actually do need, and then it's traveling. We talk about competitions, but there is an element of cost involved.
I think even from local league.
You're not just going to go out and play darts. Like there will be some cost associated, whether that's petrol, transport to get to them.
Yeah.
Some local leagues, some of the games are miles away from each other.
With your friends, try and travel together, because it does help in the long run. Because they're like, oh, get me a drink. That's fine.
Oh yeah, that'll pay for petrol. And what we started doing is trying to save on accommodation.
Yes.
Because that's the biggest, I think that's another financial burden. This is what I wanted to touch on. Some of these events, so we're fortunately going to Skeggy soon.
Yeah.
But Skeggy's competitions start on Friday.
Thursday night, I think the money in, money out is.
Oh, sorry. So Thursday. So you've got to remember you've got to take maybe holiday if your job doesn't allow that. If you've got kids, you've got to pay for childcare. Mm-hmm. You've also got to pay another night in accommodation than your usual. I think some people drive up Friday night into
one night,
Saturday,
2 nights max.
So this is where it can get costly. And people love the idea of a comp, but then when the costs start adding up is when you've just got to be sure that you're ahead of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think, again, I don't want us to scare you with this, but it's just being open and honest, and not to go to these events and go, oh,
Some of these competitions could be all day. Like we've been at comps that start at 12, so you normally get there, let's say, around 10.
Yeah.
And every comp has its delays, we all know that. Mm-hmm. And then you're there till about 6 o'clock in the evening.
But sometimes later.
Sometimes later. So we're not scaring you, we're just saying be prepared.
Yeah, and that's it. So
or just get yourself a friend that's Emma Smith and loves booking.com.
Facts.
And is basically a travel agent.
At the Gina Bar.
But no, there is cost associated with any sport, but we talk about darts. Just be mindful that it's not a free ride and there is costs along the way.
But then we go into sponsorship for the ladies' game at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You'll go to some events and you'll see some women with their own personalised dart shirts. Some of them being very plain. Some of them might be very flamboyant. So mine is from JBS Designs, Up the Boys. They have done a fantastic job with my dart shirts this season, and they've created the logo that we're using on my platforms now. Oh my God, they're just unbelievable to wear. And they've actually helped us out with Super League this season.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to get at is the women's game is hard to find sponsorship. So like we've touched on, equipment, you can get, some people have an equipment sponsor. Travelling, some people have management that pay for cost of entries and sometimes accommodation if you're lucky. But it doesn't always happen. And some people will branch out to small local businesses.
Yeah.
That's
a good place to start, though.
It is. Like, talk to these people. If it's an individual or it's a local business, like, you'll see a lot of these local businesses that promote kids' football teams.
And I think you've just got to, if you're starting out trying to get sponsorships, I think write a bit about you or talk to them a bit about you, but also what the sponsorship means and what you could do for them. Because a lot of these small businesses, we love supporting a small business, they just need to probably be seen a little bit more. Yeah. And when you're walking around that venue 100 times or whichever, people are going to go, oh.
Exactly that. So it's very difficult, and you think, oh, it's only the top players that get it. No. Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know.
I think that's everything in life.
When people say they will support you and being supported in any which way, if it's the gift of money or it's just the general support, or they buy you some stems and flights, or, you know, something that would be a cost to you, but they've taken that burden, then honestly, like, it feels like a massive weight's been lifted. And then some people find more pressure with sponsorship. Some people find it not, because it's not your money. Yeah. There's loads of different ways of it, but don't be disheartened if you've started to play and you're going to these competitions and you've not picked up a sponsor. I was very fortunate to be sponsored by L-Style when I was a youth.
Oh, baby Bloomy.
I know, right? Love that. And I had a lot of equipment from them. And when I stopped playing, naturally that came to an end. I didn't pick up a sponsor straight away. It took me a while.
Yeah, I think you just need to build some creds back up.
Yeah, build the street creds. And yeah, and now I'm very fortunate enough to have support and backing when I go to these tournaments. But it's a massive thing to try and get hold of. And all I would say is just don't give up with it. And just try and, when it comes to a darting calendar and you go, oh, what do I prioritise? Whatever level that you're at in the sport and that you feel comfortable with, like Emma said, she thinks she's more comfortable with the WDF.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. Invest in where you think you're going to play your best darts, where you're going to grow the confidence to want to do more, and see where that takes you, because you have to start at some point and somewhere.
And I think don't go into any dart comp, dart related event and think about money and prize money. Look, when you're happy, that'll be the best darts that actually come out of your game.
You say it to me quite a lot, don't you?
And I say that to you all the time. Do not go to these events and think about what round I'm going to lose in, or, don't even think about losing. The best way to look at it, I think PDC's now got chalkers, so it's hard. But the best way to look at it is, I don't want to chalk, so I'm going to play and I'll give it a really good shot.
Yeah.
Right? And then sometimes you go, oh, I've kind of won 2 games already. Oh, I'm in the money. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't put any more pressure on it. Go and enjoy the game. And this relates back to part 1. You need to actually have the love for the sport.
Yeah. You need to have the passion for it. There's that focus element, but there's also a stamina element of that. Because, again, remember, this is a sport.
Yeah.
And yes, it's a lot of hand-eye coordination, but you're on your feet.
But it might not look strenuous.
Oh.
But if any of you guys have got like an Apple Watch or a Samsung Watch or a Fitbit, whichever, count how many steps that you do at a dart event.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
So I think men are very good at just going, yeah, I do. I'll deal with that when I come to it. And sometimes I have that mentality.
I think we're all quite driven.
Yeah.
Until we get to that scene and then go, oh, flagging a bit.
Yeah, we're feeling it now. I'm knackered. You'll see some people, the longevity that they have in them, is ridiculous.
And I think the personal experience for me, I can't do it. I just need, I think for me there's no motivation sometimes when you're sitting around, but then when it's go and you're playing and then you're playing again and then you're playing again, I just need to catch my breath. And some people are so good with doing it. To all the women out there that are doing it, props to you. I've had a child, so no, I can't. And it ain't happening. So I do need to sit down. But that's, again, my personal experience. I probably wouldn't be very good with stamina for a whole day worth of darts.
Yeah. This has been, I think, a really insightful couple of episodes.
Do you know what? I think not every episode, guys, is going to be all the drams or they're going to say something. There is positive people out there that do want to hear some positive topics.
Yeah.
So we're trying to keep it mixed. The content is what it is. We're very relatable in what's going on currently. And the episodes that we put out so far, they've been a mixed bag, haven't they? Yeah,
and it will always be in line with what our life is. Current things that are happening, what we've got coming up. So you are very much the third wheel in our life. And there's going to be some episodes, like Lauren said, that are a bit nitty gritty, and there might be some fun elements of it.
Wait, the next episode after this is literally the benchmark for half a season. Season, series, whatever
it will be episode 7. And that has gone crazy.
I want to keep this interesting. So I would like to challenge the listeners that have made it this far, that love our podcast, and the stories that we hear that you're actually waiting for like 4 o'clock on the intended dates coming out. We love you. We hear you.
Boop, boop.
Boop, 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 boop. I want to provide a hot seat episode.
Dun, dun, dun.
So we need all your, what are we calling them? Quickfire questions?
Quickfire hot seat questions. We want stuff that can be controversial. We want be stuff that's easy to answer maybe. Or even if you've got a question about people's current setup or anything from one end to the other, ask us. They will be used because this is a podcast for everybody. So we want you to be as heavily as involved as you can. And we will be asking these questions, especially when we have our interviews with people.
Yeah. And I think I want to start question of the podcast.
Go on.
No, you know, where the listeners would ask us a question that we address at the beginning of each podcast and episode. So send in your questions.
Yeah. Keep it clean, guys. Keep
it clean. Whatever you want to know. What's the topic? Is it us two?
Yeah.
On the hot seat. Should we be the guinea pigs?
Do you know what? I think we need to do it. And I think we've got already some things a lot of people have asked us. So you'll hear that very soon.
So we'll set the benchmark, and then you guys can definitely help us out.
It's been a roller coaster ride.
Wow, there was no effort in that. Say that again.
A roller coaster.
Thank you very much. This has been How Do We Do It? Because I really don't know how we do it. We've done a whole 2 parts and I still don't know how we do it.
Part 2.
Complete.
Finito. So you've been with Bloomy.
And Dory.
Woohoo. And we'll catch you on the next one for episode 7.
Whoop, 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 whoop,
Whoop, whoop. Bye-bye.
Bye.